Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, depending on what time you're watching this next episode from me, Avomance, on the AlphaCraft server. You may see a number of arrows sticking out of my head and my shoulder and what looks like my bum. I just got accosted by a number of pillagers. Literally walked out, there were 6 pillagers there, one of them holding the flag. If you look on the right of my screen, you can see I've got the pillager bad omen effect. Now, I wonder whether or not I ought to go and milk a cow, but you can see in the background there I've also got a creeper that is waiting to chew off my face as I go. Oh, look, the arrow just disappeared out of my head. Today, we are going to go and start the shop. I've got some serious plans. I'm going to turn myself around. I've got some serious plans for this shop, and I want to make sure, just avoid that creeper so it doesn't come and eat me. I want to make sure that we get this moving because I could do with getting it set up. Look, there's my banner. You can see I just put the banner up. What I need, however, I've secured a number of items here. This is what I really could do with the shulker box. I've secured a number of items here. I'm going to be taking these as stock for the shop, and some of them will be signage and things like that. So I think I just basically need to get all of this stuff over to Alpha by Water and subsequently to the shop area. Now this is actually going to be interesting. I haven't got a bucket, or I didn't have a bucket, and I'm going to be going to Alpha by Water. I don't think that it's going to qualify as a village, but if it does, we're going to end up with a raid going on. Now that could be embarrassing if that actually does happen, but it's a bit of an experiment. So does Alpha by Water qualify as a village as far as pillager raids are concerned? I guess we're going to find out fairly shortly. Well, it would appear that the answer is no, which is actually quite reassuring because I really didn't want to have to deal with a pillager raid as well, mopping them up. That would be an absolute nightmare. I'm just going to go and grab a couple of bits out of here. You know what? I think I'm just going to go straight to the shop area. And as a result of that, I'll be able to at least get this stuff dumped down and start to get all of the other bits all sorted out, because I've got to do probably 2, maybe even 3 trips to get everything I need together. So we have a minor problem in that I've placed down these workstations and it has triggered what looks like a raid, and I really didn't want that to happen. So I'm going to pop all of these bits in here, but it doesn't look like it's that much of a raid. I've not got any fulfillment of the raid at all. I'm looking out the window, there's no mobs coming, so I'm not quite sure what we're going to do with this. So I'm basically going to hope and ignore it, and maybe if I go and drink some milk I won't have such a major problem. So I'm on my last run. Whenever I leave the spawn area, the raid bar disappears, but as I come towards this Pizza Hut here, then the raid appears again, but it's not filling up. It's a really strange thing. So hopefully, if I come to the right one, yep, I have come back up here, and I have got literally all I've put down is these 3 barrels and nothing else other than that. It's really very bizarre. I'm just going to put all of this stuff in because these are the things that I'm going to be building it up with. That and that. Okay, so I've got to think about design now. I'm going to keep the floor as it stands. I'm not going to lift the floor up. I had thought about it, but then I decided no, that's not what you want to do. I'm going to put a trim around using, I'm not going to use those. I'm going to change the block. I'll keep the ceiling as it is, but we need to cover up the walls somehow. But I don't want to come in like too far into the building. So for example, if I just use a really obvious example here, if I put the cobble out like that, that makes the room, that's going to make the room look way too small, right? It's going to bring it right in. I might want to maybe do some partitioning with some walls, etc. inside, but for now I think we are good for keeping those walls like that. So maybe I want to use some trapdoors on the walls themselves, which will give a slight indent against the beams, and then I also need to put the shopkeeper thing somewhere. Right, I'm going to have a think about it. I've trimmed out all the way around. That looks loads better. We've not got those silly polished andesite steps upside down there sticking out from nowhere. I'm going to put some redstone blocks here because I don't want the wall there, but neither do I want things edging. So I wonder if I want to do that one as well. I might do, Let's take out these 4. All the way up. I know, I'm using the redstone to mine out the wall. I know it's making people's teeth itch. Well, you'll just have to take it for now, I'm afraid. 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so this now is clearly a redstone shop because we've got redstone pillars going at it like that. Let's just pop those away there. So what I now want to do is I want to get the walls done. Now, I was going to use trapdoors. I wonder if trapdoors might be a good idea. Trouble is, I'm a little bit deficient in the old wood department, as you can see. Although I really do like spruce trapdoors. I wonder if that might be the way forward. I'm going to get all of these spruce into planks anyway. I don't know if this is going to work, but you know what? Let's give it a go. I need some of these trapdoors. So if I put that like that, that like that, and that like that, keep the underside of the windows clear. Now obviously that's going to give me a bit of a problem there. I need to put something in the corner, which is fine. I could maybe put a pillar, a column of some description in the corner there, so we don't have that issue. What can I put that column with? I put the column with I'm just going to put a holding column in there just for now of cobble. That will allow me, if I'm going to have one in here as well, that won't remain cobble. Don't worry, those people that are currently screaming in pain looking at the fact that I've got cobblestone stacks in the corner of the room. I understand your pain completely. But if I pop these trapdoors like this, oh, that doesn't matter, that's upside down, is it? It's exactly the same. Yes, it is. Come there, 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 and there. If I get that all the way around the room, and I'll be back when I'm done. I am working on giving some depth to this room. You can see I've switched out that cobble with some carved stone. I think that looks way, way better. I'm just seeing whether or not if I bring these wooden columns out, whether that makes the room look just a little bit more, I don't want to do it like that little bit more full, with a little bit more character. I've still got to put something underneath the windows. I quite like the way this works. I'm not going to need a lot of actual space, because what I'm selling, actually, there's not going to be that many really, let's face it. This is more a shop for the look and for the fun of it, rather than me actually expecting to become as rich as someone like Sealove, who is absolutely the diamond dictator in this place. I think that works quite well. Do I want to be putting, however, one there? Probably do, don't I? So if I put that like that, oops, no, wrong tool, right tool for the job. Ah, no, I can't. Oh, yes, I can. Yes, I can. I've just taken 2 out. That's all I've done. Right, so if I pop that like that, that sorts that out. Then come around and under here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I think that's okay. That one obviously is in front of the door, so that ain't going to work. We've got a room that's starting to come together. What am I going to put under here? You foolish man. Why don't you just put a barrel under there? I wonder if that will trigger the road if I put more. That's a good point. If I put more workstations there and there, there. Doesn't look like it's going to, does it? Just a little bit worried. So that gives us a number of different... Yeah, okay. That kind of works with there at the moment. I'm not entirely sure where I'm going next though. Okay, the basics of the shop are pretty much down. We've got light, we've got basic decoration. I mean, it's basic decoration, and we've got somewhere where the shopkeeper is going to be. So now what I need to do with the diamond that I just went, I've got a couple of chests because I've got a feeling I might need them. I need to come down and see if I can work out how this works. So shop permits, temporary slime shop. No, I don't want you, or do I? Hang on, let me take that out of my hand. I can buy slime balls off you. I might come back to you, my little mate, because obviously sticky pistons are a thing. But if I come in here and I do that, that gives me 3 shop permits. Okay, so what do I do with a shop permit then? Literally don't know what I do with that, but now at least now I've got a shop permit. Do I do something with that there? I don't know. Do I have to... Right, right, so hold it a minute. Left right click to select the shop type. Sneak and left to select the object type. Right click a chest to select... Hang on, no, don't go yet. Right click a block to place the shopkeeper. Right, so what? I've got to put stuff in a chest. Is that? Hang on, let me read this properly. So right click to select the shop type. Sneak and left right click to select the object type. Right, so should I just... Right, so right click selects the... I must click a right click a chest before placing my shopkeeper. Okay, so I've got to select a chest. And it has to be a chest? It can't be a barrel. I take it can't be a barrel. No, it has to be a chest. Okay, well that's fine. I can live with that. So if we put the chest... should we put the chest there? Yeah. That'll be right. So we put the chest there. Put that chest out the way. If I then get that... Right, so click a block to place your shopkeeper like that. Oh, I got a shopkeeper. Look, add items you want to sell to your chest, then right click the shop while sneaking to modify the cost. Okay, right, so now we're having fun. If I... Oh no, I want to go in. I want to go into the chest, right? So I've got to do that. Okay, we're getting there slowly but surely. So if I... So for example, if I wanted to do... 32, 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's just say that is going to be my item that I'm selling. 32. Let's... Yeah, 32 blocks of redstone. Right, so if I then right click on the shopkeeper, have I got to do it with the permit in my hand? Sneak, right click with the shopkeeper. Ah, right, so block of redstone. Set shop name. Lets you rename your shopkeeper. Okay. Please type the shop's name into the chat. Type a dash to remove the name. Okay, so let's call it... as you don't even know... Oh, we're going to call this guy a name, aren't we? So let's call him Red Bob. Okay, so his name is Red Bob. I don't know why. Don't ask me why. I don't know why I call him Red Bob. I like the name Bob, and it's a redstone type stuff, and it says Red Bob. It makes perfect sense to me. Okay, so sneak click. View chest inventory. Toggle baby variant. Eh? Sells items to players. Right, so it's a selling shop. As opposed to what? Right, so if I click that. Oh, right, so I've got to actually set... Okay, so it's 32. Is that... I'm making this up as I go along now. Right. Right, okay, that's what... So... Hey, now, come on. Right, so 32 is the selling bit. Villager level. Has anybody got this sussed? Choose villager level. Let's make him a diamond just for the fun of it. So how do I price it? If I escape that, if I do that, he's not got any trades. Oh, this is gonna annoy me. I think I might suss this out. So this is the shopkeeper mod. I think that we can change this here to be what is the cost. So turn that into diamonds, and then I can charge however many diamonds. This is a bit of a test. So however many diamonds I would want for these things. So for example, I want 2 diamonds for 10 blocks of redstone. I want 2 diamonds for that. I want 2 diamonds for that. I want 1 diamond for that. I want 2, 3 diamonds for 32 of those. 1 of those. That can be 1. That can be 1. Actually, no, that can be 2. That can be 2, that can be 2, that can be 1, and that can be 1. Then, theoretically, if I come out of here, and I then, without my fern, yeah, so then, if I give him, for example, except I've not got any diamonds in my inventory, but if I give him 2 diamonds, he will give me 10 blocks of redstone. That is perfect. And all of these trades are available because I've put them in the inventory. Like that. Ah, I'm really pleased now. I think that is a job well done. And Bob, what do you reckon? Do you think that's all right? I've got one fairly finished shop. So we have got Avo's components. So I've just lobbed a couple of little repeaters in there just to give a bit of an entrance because, well, I didn't just want a big hole. So inside we've decorated it up with some upside down pistons, a little bit of a plinth thing going on in the middle there, a little bit of a piston related slightly. I just lobbed some leaves in to get some colour in, and that's made for a nice little headpiece. And then if I come along here and I right click on him, we have got all of the necessary trays all the way along. Old Red Bob will look after you. So come on, Alphas, roll up, roll up. I've got a load of lovely stuff for you. It's time for all the Alphas to start redstoning. Don't worry about making your stuff. I've got you covered. Just bring a few little shinies and I am sure you will walk away happy. Avo's components now are open for business. I'm actually really quite happy that I've got a shop. I don't expect to sell anything, but in reality, I think it might be quite fun just to fiddle around with some of the decorations and maybe change some of the stock, or to even take some requests from various people. I think these things are super cheap. I don't know what you reckon out there in viewer land. Shove what you think in the comment section below. Do you think that this is super cheap, or have I overcharged for anything? If you have enjoyed this video, please do remember to slap that like button. It'd be great to know you're enjoying it, and I will keep on making them. And also, if you've not done it already, please do hit that subscribe button. It'd be great to see you in my sub club, and I look forward to seeing you in another video. You take it easy now. Bye.